On Justice Sharad Arvind Bobre will be taking oath as the new CJI of India on the 18th of November after reigning CJI Ranjan Gogoi retires on the 17th of November. In fact, our legal editor Ridhim Anand Bhardwaj was in conversation with Justice Bobre. Let's listen into what he had to say.
Justice Bobre, we try and understand everything about the judiciary from him. Sir, first of all, what's your message to viewers who are watching this?
As I told someone yesterday, have faith in the judiciary. We will do our job.
Sir, some time back there was a lot of attack by a motivated lobby on the judiciary.
I don't know. This is not the occasion to talk.
Sir, I would also like to ask you about a very important judgment, the Ayodhya judgment that is coming. You're a part of that esteemed bench. How are we to look at it?
Well, just wait for the verdict. It's a matter reserved for orders. It's sub judice. I won't talk about it.
Sir, I also want to ask you, one or more matters of faith, lots of matters of faith coming to the court under Article 32. Is that correct, that matters of faith should be decided at the court?
Depends. We'll discuss this at some other time, okay?
Sir, my last question, how do you think the judiciary should be conducting itself today? Several times over, we've seen a lot of chaos being created in India about it. How do you think the judiciary today should be handling?
Well, the judiciary is not creating any chaos.
Absolutely not. It's the people, the certain bodies.
It's the perception of some people.
And so how should the judiciary be handling it, the judges? What would your advice to everybody be?
Just carry on working.
All right, very clearly, Justice Bobre, speaking to Republic TV, has said as of now the judiciary will continue doing the job that it is. With Santosh, I'm Ridhim Anand Bhardwaj in Delhi for Republic TV.
Ridhim Anand Bhardwaj, our legal editor, now joining us live on this broadcast. And well, Ridhim, obviously Justice Bobre remained very tight-lipped on the Ayodhya verdict, but just so important to know his thoughts, know his views on how he is going to look at his new term, because obviously we've seen him handle some very crucial cases, give some very crucial judgments. So what exactly are we looking at, Ridhim, as he's all set to take oath on the 18th of November?
You know, I would just like to start by saying that a lot of channels now here are trying to get Justice Bobre just behind us. But when your Lordship, Chief Justice of India designate Justice Bobre spoke to Republic TV Soesha, he gave several news points. One, when I asked him about the consistent attack that's taking place by a motivated lobby on the judiciary, he said, have faith in the judiciary. That is what I would tell my people, have faith in the judiciary. He then went on to say, when I asked him what advice would you give to judges at a time when they are under attack, he said, just carry on working. And when there was a specific question that was put to him about how should they go forward, the judiciary, he said, is not creating chaos. It's the perception of certain people. So very clearly, a news headlines that has been given by Chief Justice of India designate Justice Bobre, he's clarified that it's not the judiciary that creates the chaos. He's clarified it's a certain section of people who are doing it, and he also says, when I have to speak to my other brother judges, I will tell them carry on working. You know, over the last 2 years, we've seen a motivated lobby having a very consistent attack on the judiciary. Today, for the very first time, Chief Justice of India designate Justice Bobre, who shall be the Chief Justice of India on the 18th of November, has clarified it is for the judges to carry on working. They will speak through their judgments. He's also said it's a perception being created by a certain lobby, and he's also said that just carry on working. So 3 news points that are coming in from what Justice Bobre has said. Have faith in the judiciary. We will do our job. This is a message not only for the millions of Indians who are watching this broadcast, but also for that motivated lobby. The judiciary will continue doing its job with the promptness that it is, no matter what sort of an attack they are put through by a certain section of people. A very clear reaction coming in. We did ask him about the Ayodhya verdict, but he did say he's a part of that prestigious matter and a part of that prestigious constitution bench, so he would not like to comment on it since the matter is sub judice. I also asked him, several religious matters are coming today before the court, whether it is the Sabrimala case or religious matters. He said, this is something we shall have a discussion on later, but I have been told earlier also that he is all right with the Supreme Court looking into these matters as a matter of fact. But the biggest news point, Soesha, that he gives to Republic TV when he speaks about that consistent attack that has taken place on the judiciary by a certain section of people, watch on. The judiciary will continue doing its job. He's also clarifying to the brother judges that I have told you, be advised, I'm clearly telling you, carry on working. And as the Chief Justice of India designate, who shall be the Chief Justice on 18th of November, roughly in around a fortnight, Chief Justice of India designate Justice Bobre also says it is not the judiciary that is creating the chaos, it is the perception of people. Let me also tell our viewers what's happening behind us. An entire media contingent has gathered at the residence and office of Chief Justice of India designate Justice Bobre. He chose to speak with us first. But the most important point coming here, the lobby that is trying to create some sort of a havoc, some sort of a chaos in the judiciary will not succeed. A very prominent judge in the Supreme Court with a voice, with a vocal voice, eloquent, has now spoken out and says judiciary is not creating the chaos, it is the perception of the people. He also has clarified here, have faith in the judiciary, they will continue to do their job. And when I asked him as a final question, what would your advice to the judges be? He said, just carry on working. This is something that's a very important message going across to the lobby that has been consistently attacking the Chief Justice of India's office as well as the judiciary. It's a very important message keeping in the back heels of a Jan 2018 press conference that happened. It's a clear message.
Right.
Have faith in the judiciary. Continue with your job. The judiciary is here to help you.
Right. Absolutely, Rhythm, and the entire country wants to listen in to Justice Bobre, who's all set to take over as the new CJI, set to take oath on the 18th of November. The message that he wants to give to the entire country and also to the judicial system by and large.